I'm Professor Michael Shepherd, and I chair the West Midlands Academic Health Science Network Board. Now, we all know it's been a very difficult year, so I wanted to start by just saying how much I appreciate all the hard work that people have put in. I want to thank everybody for their hard work, our HSN staff, all partners and colleagues, and I've been so impressed by the commitment of so many people. Now, our HSN objectives are to seek out, test, and accelerate adoption and spread of innovative ideas and technologies with the potential to transform health and social care, both in the West Midlands and indeed nationally. Transform and transformation are extremely important words and activities because that's what's needed as health and social care recover and move on. So we've got to grab hold of those positive changes and make sure that we continue to add to those activities. Now, of course, if we look at the potential and the talent and the successes across the West Midlands, we can take considerable confidence and indeed now contribute significantly. If we look at the awards shortlist, we can see how the West Midlands is succeeding in a number of critical health areas. And I'm very proud that the HSN is facilitating this activity. We have the energy, talent, expertise, and evidence of success to really make a difference to healthcare. And lastly, congratulations to all those shortlisted and eventually all the award winners. Thank you.
Michael, thank you very much. What a great introduction. And I want to welcome each and every single one of you. My name's Des Coleman. I have been waiting a year to get back in front of you. If you remember last year, actually, I came out and I did a song. Unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to do that right now. We're not going to be able to do that right now. But I do want to welcome you to the 5th annual Meridian Celebration of Innovation Awards and the first ever virtual ceremony. Now, as Michael mentioned in his welcome video, we are here tonight to celebrate the organisations and individuals from across the West Midlands who have shown incredible passion, commitment and drive to make healthcare better for everyone. It's clear that last year has been incredibly challenging, but that hasn't stopped these creative and innovative leaders from continuing their amazing work to bring about positive change. The ideas, expertise and dedication of all the applicants have not just created jobs and promoted commercial growth or streamlined processes. More importantly, the work has been improving patient care and helping people live happier, healthier and longer. For that, we thank you, and you should all be immensely proud. Now, this year's shortlisted entries have been selected not just based on award criteria, but also on the commitment to continuously inspire and drive positive change, in spite of the challenges brought on by COVID-19. I'd like to personally congratulate all of the shortlisted individuals and organisations. I know that the WMAHSN received so many amazing entries, all offering solutions to make healthcare better for all of us. Now, before we start, I think it's right that we should remind ourselves of some of the fantastic achievements, teamwork and collaborative working from 2019 and 2020 before the pandemic struck. Wow, that's incredible. Honestly, it's phenomenal to see such a variety of inspirational work from the past year. Now, obviously, with the awards being virtual this year, you'll notice a few differences from our usual ceremony. Most obvious is we're not all together, dressed up, enjoying food and wine around the table, celebrating your accomplishments. Instead, you might be celebrating at home, on your own, or with family, or even with your pet. But please remember, friends and colleagues from right across the West Midlands are celebrating with you, just virtually. Now, we do encourage you all to get involved, especially with our Twitter celebrations, where we'd love to see how you are enjoying the ceremony this evening. Whether you're in your best suit or your comfiest pajamas, you've got to let us know. Yeah? Send your photos and join the conversation, and don't forget to use the hashtag Meridian Innovation Awards 20. So before we get started, here's what we've got to look forward to. We've got 10 awards, as usual, to celebrate this evening. Once a winner has been announced, we'll invite them to share a few words of thanks. As well as winners, certain categories will also celebrate entries as highly commended or ones to watch, as the judges felt that there were just some applicants who deserved special recognition. And throughout the evening, we'll also be sharing some special messages of thanks from health leaders right across the region. And so without any further ado, let's get on with the show. Good luck and well done to everyone shortlisted tonight. You should all be very proud of your achievements. Our first award this evening is the Above and Beyond Adoption of Innovation Award. Now, this award aims to recognise those innovations that have undertaken a robust evaluation and utilised real-life data and results so that they can be adopted into everyday care. The nominees have gone above and beyond despite the challenging and ever-changing healthcare landscape. The shortlisted nominees for the Above and Beyond Adoption of Innovation Award are implementation of the placental growth factor test at University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust to rule out preeclampsia. The placental growth factor test was implemented successfully at UHCW during 2020, despite COVID-19 pressures. Many women benefited by avoiding overnight stays, receiving reassurance or earlier detection of illness. A thorough data analysis exercise has shown that the test provides a financial saving of just under £230,000. Shrewsbury and Telford Hospital NHS Trust and the National Emergency Laparotomy Audit Team. The NELA team optimised submission of National Emergency Laparotomy Audit data using the insight gained to implement a new emergency laparotomy pathway. They focused on key standards of care, including individualised risk assessments to significantly increase the proportion of patients benefiting from consultant-delivered anaesthesia, surgery and immediate admission to critical care. Claire Lanham, from air steward to wellbeing zone lead. Incidentally, Claire, my sister's an air steward as well. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Claire, she came to the trust as a former cabin crew member after being made redundant from her airline as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. But despite being a difficult year for her personally, Claire wanted to volunteer at the trust to support NHS staff in our wellbeing hubs. The Above and Beyond Adoption of Innovation Award goes to the University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust for their implementation of the placental growth factor test to rule out preeclampsia.
Thank you so much for this award. They were really exciting and interesting projects within this category, and I'm really honoured to have even been nominated, let alone to have won. I really enjoyed working to get the placental growth factor test implemented at UHCW. It has made a huge difference to women in our care, reducing anxiety, providing quicker diagnosis and reducing overnight unnecessary stays. It's been a truly team effort between all of the doctors and midwives and laboratory teams, and I couldn't have done it without all of their support. A special thanks goes to Dr. Liz Bailey for her support and sharing this experience with me.
Honestly, a truly amazing project. Many congratulations to the team at the University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust for their hard work to keep more expectant mothers and their babies safe and healthy. the judges would also like to highly commend the Shrewsbury and Telford Hospital NHS Trust and the National Emergency Laparotomy Audit Team for their work in safeguarding patients before, during and after emergency laparotomies for improving outcomes. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you. We're absolutely delighted. We've worked very hard over the past 2 years to provide better care for emergency laparotomy patients by putting NELA principles at the core of our service development. We've worked together to change the culture within our hospital to prioritise emergency surgery and to improve access to critical care perioperatively. With the support of the GIRF data, we've recruited more general surgeons to support the emergency workload and to allow us to provide a consultant-delivered service and better training for the juniors. The MLAT data has helped secure funding to build a new surgical assessment unit, which, combined with new diagnostic pathways, will allow more timely patient diagnosis and treatment. This would not have been possible without support from the West Midlands AAHSN. The regular data analysis were a very powerful tool for change, and the regional MLAB events allowed us to benefit from the experience of other centres. We still have a long way to go at Shrewsbury, but we feel that this has helped us build a solid foundation. We're very grateful to Julian Sonskin and his team for their ongoing support.
Congratulations to all those shortlisted. These awards celebrate your contribution towards helping get the best new treatments and technologies to patients and clinicians faster. Individually, you've each made a difference, and when taken together, the positive impact innovation has had on the NHS is a truly fantastic achievement. Last month, the Accelerated Access Collaborative published our Year in Focus, throwing a spotlight on what has been achieved. 750,000 patients given access to the best new treatments and diagnostics, 12,000 fewer hospital admissions, and patients spending 125,000 fewer days in hospital. All of this saving the NHS in excess of £50 million. Just a few of the headlines. During the pandemic, the NHS's ability to innovate has been pivotal to the response. And from those shortlisted today, it's possible to pick out countless examples where ideas, treatments and technologies have helped change and even save people's lives. I'd like to recognise the role of the West Midlands Academic Health Science Network and the Academic Health Science Networks more broadly. Their ability to support the rapid adoption of innovation and the important role played in the wide-scale establishment of online GP consultations is just one example of the contribution made during the response to the pandemic. The outstanding achievements of those shortlisted today is testament to what their work has helped achieve in extremely challenging circumstances, and I'm enormously proud of what we have achieved together. Through innovation, we will ensure sustainable, high-quality healthcare for generations to come. The Accelerated Access Collaborative, hosted by NHS England, is here to support you to continue to make a difference, and you have my heartfelt thanks for the incredible work you're doing. Keep going and well done.
So the next award this evening is the Cardiovascular Disease Prevention and Management Innovation Award, which acknowledges advances and innovative solutions in the prevention and management of cardiovascular disease. Now, we are looking for innovative approaches to the implementation of new models and management of cardiovascular disease, which improve quality of care, patient outcomes, and reduce costs. And the shortlisted entries are: integrating heart flow computer tomography fraction flow reserve into chest pain service by the University Hospitals of North Midlands NHS Trust and Keele University. The heart flow analysis uses cardiac CT scans to create a 3D model of the coronary arteries and assesses the impact of narrowing and if it would reduce blood flow to the patient's heart. Using heart flow can reduce the need for invasive investigations and improve patient care. Next up, Impulse AF, improving outcomes for atrial fibrillation patients in the West Midlands by Pershaw Medical Practice. The workshop highlighted the role that primary care professionals can play in reducing the complications associated with atrial fibrillation. Undiagnosed atrial fibrillation, or AF for short, can lead to potentially devastating, debilitating, and often fatal strokes, which are preventable in 2/3 of patients if they are appropriately anticoagulated. Next up, Identify and appropriately use digital technology to monitor and manage patients with hypertension by Sandwell and West Birmingham Clinical Commissioning Group. The i3 Ladywood Primary Care Network was offered the chance to use a remote monitoring system, including a medical device and companion app to detect and manage hypertensive patients at home. And the Cardiovascular Disease Prevention and Management Innovation Award goes to, drumroll, Impulse AF, improving outcomes for atrial fibrillation patients in the West Midlands by Pershaw Medical Practice. Well done, for all of your work in improving cardiovascular treatment and helping more patients recover well from atrial fibrillation.
Hello, and thank you for your very kind award. It really is an honour to be recognised for healthcare innovation in the West Midlands, especially given the current challenging climate we find ourselves in. I'd like to say a huge thank you to the West Midlands Academic and Health Science Network, who are the real driving force behind Impulse AF. Without their hard work and dedication, these upskilling workshops would have never have taken place. Also a huge thank you to the CCGs, without whom we would have never been able to contact so many primary care clinicians and colleagues. And also a huge thank you to all the clinicians who helped deliver this up and down the West Midlands, and also to Jasper Trevelyan, who presented alongside myself in South Worcestershire. It really has been a pleasure working with the team and the stakeholders, getting the important message of detect, protect, perfect out to as many clinicians as possible, and hopefully we can make a real difference, not just in the West Midlands but also nationwide in patients with AAF. Thank you once again.
Now we're on to our third award of the evening, which is Driving Digital Transformation Innovation Award. In a year where we've relied heavily on digital technologies to stay in touch with loved ones, to work, and to pretty much do everything else in between, it really is important to recognise the incredible efforts made to drive digital innovation right across healthcare. Now, the Digital Transformation Innovation Award recognises the most innovative and forward-thinking use of digital technologies, software and artificial intelligence in the healthcare industry. We're looking for innovations that have supported effective, efficient and safe healthcare transformations. Now, the shortlisted entries, well, they are Yokiru. Yokiru makes caring for people more efficient by gathering information on individual needs fast and at an unprecedented scale by using state-of-the-art AI calls, by enabling care providers to speak to any number of people at any time. Yokiru collects and distributes high-quality information about unmet patient needs and well-being. Next up, Dignio Connected Care, oximetry at home with Dudley Clinical Commissioning Group. Dignio Connected Care Solutions is a trusted blend of methodology and technology for use in communities, residential care and virtual wards, with tools to empower patients and liberate healthcare professionals from the drudgery of routine follow-up of stable cases. It prevents hospital admissions and enables safe remote care delivery. Next up is Snore Relief, a smart algorithm to analyse snoring. Snore Relief uses sound classification algorithms to detect and classify snoring sounds and sleep apnea. The algorithms work completely remotely without the patient needing to attach or wear any sensors, using only audio data recorded via the patient's smartphone. And the winner of the Driving Digital Transformation Innovation Award is, wow, it's Dignio Connected Care Oximetry at Home with Dudley CCG.
Hello, I'm Dr. Eva Tranovic. I'm the Managing Director of Dignio UK. We are incredibly grateful for the award we've been given, and we would like to thank our colleagues at West Midlands AHSN and colleagues from Dudley CCG for so freely sharing their insight, expertise and knowledge in helping us to set up oximetry at home solution which reflected NHS guidelines, as well as being incredibly user-friendly. We'd also like to thank our patient users who have been so generous with the feedback, helping to reassure us that what we have provided to them has been of help in this time of great need and anxiety for all of us. We'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to present this project, have it considered for the award, and consider it worthy of the award. Thank you.
Congratulations to the team at Dignio for their passion, their dedication to improve remote care, which is something that has proved especially valuable in monitoring patients with COVID-19 whilst allowing them to remain at home. Well done. Incidentally, the judges, well, they were incredibly impressed by this year's nominees for driving digital transformation and feel that both Ikuru and Snore Relief were deserving of being awarded ones to watch. So well done to you all.
Unfortunately, my brother and co-founder Monty can't be here today, so I'll edit him in next to me. But a huge thank you from us both. And when we looked across at the 40 other submissions, we couldn't believe our luck, even to be shortlisted. The region seems like a hotbed of innovation, and we're very excited to be on this journey with you all. As we all know, the last year has been particularly difficult, and the work on display at this virtual ceremony shines a much needed light on the positive change to patient care and to the region's health economy. Much of this change has been enabled by the AHSN. So thank you very much from us both and everyone at Yokeru, and have a great day.
Right now, here's a special message from Dr. Nigel Sturrock.
Hello. My name is Dr. Nigel Sturrock, and I'm the Regional Medical Director for NHS England and NHS Improvement here in the Midlands. We will all have our personal stories to tell about our role in and how we were affected by COVID. For me, I think it was the most stressful period of time that I've ever worked in the NHS, the most uncertain, and yet the period where I felt had been of most use in my job. And also a time where I've witnessed innovation and adoption of new practice at a pace that was unimaginable previously. We know that the NHS needed to digitally transform itself, given that we all live in a world of apps, of social media, of self-check-ins at airports and self-checkouts at supermarkets, but our comfort zone in the NHS was face-to-face and pen and paper. But COVID and the non-pharmacological interventions of social distancing changed all that, and we had no choice. We had to embrace digital and distance. And what would take ordinarily years was accomplished in a matter of weeks. Virtual consultations and virtual meetings became the norm. The Midlands was hit hard by COVID in Wave 1 in March, and then Wave 2 in November, which had a double peak reaching new heights in January of this year. And yet in spite of that, teams continue to innovate and develop new ideas to benefit patients. Just in the last month or so, we've embraced technology to support virtual wards, using pulse oximetry to monitor patients' oxygen saturation levels to keep them safe, to allow their care to be managed at home rather than a ward in hospital. I'm looking forward to hearing about the projects that have won the various categories in today's meeting, from safety to mental health, from medicines management to cardiac disease. And can I just thank the West Midlands Academic Health Science Network for hosting this award ceremony. It's never been more pertinent to celebrate the achievements of colleagues who've accomplished and championed such improvements in patient care at such a difficult period.
Now, before I introduce the next award, I just wanted to remind you all to get involved with the celebrations taking place on social media. We've had some great posts so far. We'd love to see how you've made this year's celebrations extra special from your own home. And keep your posts coming, and I am talking to you, Jane from Solihull. Yes, I'm watching. So keep your posts coming in. You can find us on at Twitter, WMAHSN. And don't forget, tag us using the hashtag Meridian Innovation Awards 20. And if you haven't already done so, get your family, your cat, your dog, your gerbil, your aardvark, I'm sure some of you have got aardvarks, involved to share your Innovation Awards selfies. Don't be shy, we're all family. Our next award is the Medicine Optimisation and Management Innovation Award. Now, this award recognises innovations that help improve unnecessary prescribing, reduce prescribing errors, and support the interface between secondary and primary care. We're looking for entries that have helped improve quality, patient safety and experience, whilst reducing costs and distribution of medicines. The shortlisted nominations are Sandwell and West Birmingham Clinical Commissioning Group with Without Boundaries, a self-care game to change patient and prescriber behaviour to reduce costs and save GPs time. Without Boundaries is an interactive medicines optimisation game to change patient and prescriber perceptions, behaviour and knowledge to improve self-care. The game seeks to reduce the use of valuable NHS resources such as GP appointments and prescription medicine, whilst promoting and raising awareness of the community pharmacist. It's a game that educates the public on which medications can be bought over the counter. Next up is Walsall Clinical Commissioning Group, a collaborative stakeholder approach to the development of a streamlined medication ordering process. In the midst of the pandemic, stakeholders worked collaboratively to agree a shared vision and development of a streamlined medication ordering process. This has reduced medicine safety-related concerns and facilitated better communication, improving relationships between all stakeholders and ongoing support to the care home. And the winner is Walsall Clinical Commissioning Group, a collaborative stakeholder approach to the development of a streamlined medication ordering process. Congratulations, not just from me, but from the judges too.
Wow, we're really pleased to have won an award for our work titled A Collaborative Stakeholder Approach to the Development of a Streamlined Medication Ordering Process. This really has been a team effort with partners from Walsall CCG, the Midlands and Lancashire CSU, Parklands Court Nursing Home, Blakenhall Family Practice and Boots the Chemist, all working together to achieve some remarkable things. This award is great recognition of that and adds to the joy that we get each day knowing that our work has impacted on people's lives for the better. In the midst of the pandemic, stakeholders have worked collaboratively to agree a shared vision and development of a streamlined medication ordering process. This has reduced the incidence of medicine safety related concerns and facilitated better communication, improved relationships between all stakeholders and ongoing support to the care home.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, we have now reached our 5th award of the evening. How time flies. It actually means that we're halfway through tonight's ceremony. So let's get straight on with the next award. So next up is the Mental Health Resilience Innovation Award. This award recognises innovations that have improved mental health outcomes, access and diagnoses for patients in the West Midlands. This could be through supporting the implementation and evaluation of integrated pathways and new models of care, or introducing new technologies and methodologies. 2020 has been the most unsettling of years, with huge impacts on everyone's lives, at home, at work, and their social lives, whether it's children not being able to go to school or families and friends being unable to come together for laughter, kindness and support. So if there's ever been a time to remind ourselves of the importance of looking after our own mental health, it's now. And perhaps this award has never been more significant. I'm humbled to be able to share with you some of the great innovations shortlisted to help improve mental health. The shortlisted entries are Ansava, mypillcheck.co.uk, 24/7 patient access platform for remote monitoring and management of chronic patients by their GP. A remote patient assessment platform to reduce pressure on practices and support distanced care during the COVID-19 pandemic. University Hospitals Birmingham NHS Trust. UHB Coronavirus, your health and well-being. To protect and support its staff during these challenging times, UHB, along with Birmingham and Solihull Mental Health Trusts and other partner organisations in Birmingham, developed and launched a comprehensive plan of practical and psychological support for all of its clinical and non-clinical staff. This was alongside nationwide initiatives that have been actioned by NHS England and are now being implemented throughout the country. And the winner is University Hospitals Birmingham NHS Trust for Coronavirus, Your Health and Wellbeing.
We are delighted to have won the Mental Health Resilience Innovation Award. A tremendous amount of work has taken place across multiple sites since the beginning of March last year.
We'd like to thank our partners from Birmingham and Solihull Mental Health Trust and also our 200 staff who've been psychological first aid trained. We'd also like to say a special thank you to our University Hospital Birmingham counselling team and also our Trust psychological staff and our Freedom to Speak Up guardians and confidential contacts too. And we'd like to thank our fabulous hub assistants who have been working in our hubs offering hot drinks to staff and a listening ear for those who'd like to talk.
Congratulations to the University Hospitals Birmingham NHS Trust and everyone involved for your work in providing mental health support to staff within the region and across the country. I'm honoured also to recognise Ansalva, mypillcheck.co.uk, a 24/7 patient access platform for remote monitoring and management of chronic patients by their GP, as the judges have named it one to watch.
Good evening. On behalf of all our hard-working team here at Ansalva, we've had a fantastic year where we have been able to build up our patient base and provide patient-centred care. The challenge of coronavirus has been immense, but like all parts of the NHS, I feel we have met these with incredible tenacity and enthusiasm. I'd like to thank all of the practices who have been crucial in our development and have been extremely supportive. In particular, I'd like to thank Bordsley Green Medical Practice, who acted as our first platform to establish our pathways and helped tailor our current offering. In addition, I'd also like to extend our thanks to the Academic Health Science Network, who were instrumental in guiding our efforts when we first started. In particular, Chris Dyke, who has been approachable and used his wealth of knowledge to help us become the company we are right now. And finally, many thanks for selecting us to receive this Innovation Award today. Thank you.
Just another reminder for everyone at home, get involved with the celebrations taking place on Twitter. Again, share a selfie or a memory from your work over the past year, or just let us know who's inspired you this evening. Yeah, get involved. You can find us at WMAHSN on Twitter, and don't forget to use the hashtag Meridian Innovation Awards 20. Next up, we have the Meridian Innovation and Improvement Champion Award. Now, this award recognises and rewards those whose game-changing discoveries, research or inventions are driving healthcare innovations forward within the West Midlands and have continued to drive change during the current pandemic. Now, the judges, they received so many fantastic nominations from inspiring individuals, innovating and inspiring improvement. So well done to everybody that's actually made this shortlist this evening. The shortlisted individuals for the Meridian Innovation and Improvement Champion Award are Jill Phillips, creator of the Whose Shoes approach at Nutshell Communications Limited. COVID-19 has highlighted the need for co-production in healthcare to ensure that all voices are heard and to reduce inequalities. This is now at the top of the NHS agenda. Jill is the creator of an approach that does exactly this, building powerful connections and empowering people to be the change. Dr. Hessam Abdallah at Walsall Healthcare NHS Trust. Dr. Hessam Abdallah has pioneered the first healthcare time bank in the UK. A novel innovation in its own right, HectiTime is designed on core principles of equality and collaboration. It has supported over 1,100 members to improve services through partnerships with the NHS, social care, academia and the private sector. Dr. Saab Clare at Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust. Dr. Saab Clare is a national leader in point-of-care ultrasound and has led and developed critical education and training in this essential tool, which has been indispensable during the pandemic and beyond. Her mission is for all to realise the power of point-of-care ultrasound and the massive impact it has on patient care. Nina Johns at the Royal Wolverhampton NHS Trust. Nina Johns has remained a stable, passionate advocate for innovation in maternity. Even in the face of the pandemic, she has identified women in her care that need a remote monitoring solution and created her own in collaboration with connections already working in the environment through her local AHSN. Jodie Winfield at the Royal Wolverhampton NHS Trust. Jodie has a full clinical workload, providing a community-based service to support patients in the Wolverhampton region to remain in their home. On top of this, she's a key clinical member of the STP Digital Innovation Group, both framing challenges and supporting real-world testing to provide solutions to the population. And last and not least, Sarah Sherwood at Black Country and West Birmingham Clinical Commissioning Group. Sarah joined the Black Country and West Birmingham Clinical Commissioning Group in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic and hit the ground running. Since being in the post, she has implemented observation and escalation of deteriorating resident training across 5 CCGs, which includes over 300 care homes. She's an asset to the CCG team, and her work within the care homes is recognised by so many. Without her support during this COVID-19 pandemic, the care home staff would not have had the support or the confidence to recognise signs of deterioration and COVID-19. Now that is what I call a truly inspirational shortlist. Now, this is why I've got to take a break and sort of control myself, because this has never happened before. The judges, they struggled so much with singling out one of these nominees. Up all night is what they were, is that they decided that all 6 champions are winners in this category. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to each and every single one of you for the incredible work that you all do.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so very honoured to receive this Innovation and Improvement Award. It's fantastic to be part of this magical evening. It's such a shame we can't all be together in person, but I hope adding a few lemons can help tonight be the next best thing. A big shout out for FabOps Flo, Florence Wilcock, my Matex partner in crime, who nominated me for this award. Florence has been a fantastic believer in the Who's Shoes approach and has been hugely influential in quality improvement in maternity care. All of my Who's Shoes work is around co-production and crowdsourcing, so I wouldn't be involved tonight if it weren't for all the fantastic people that I work with and play with. You know who you are. So thank you to Meridian and the West Midlands AHSN. I look forward to connecting with everyone here. I tweet a lot at Who's Shoes. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hisham Abdallah, consultant paediatrician, quality improvement lead and director of medical education. It was a surprise and honour to be nominated for and now to win the Meridian Improvement and Innovation Champion Award for my leadership of HexiTime, the skills sharing time bank. My greatest pleasure in co-founding this platform is that it now enables each and every healthcare professional to become champions themselves in sharing their experience and expertise with colleagues who need it when they need it to improve the quality of healthcare.
Hi, my name is Saab Clare. I'm a consultant in acute medicine and Deputy Medical Director at Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust. I just want to say a massive thank you to the Meridian team for shortlisting me for Innovation and Improvement Champion. Point of care ultrasound is the holy grail. It saves lives, decreases length of stay, it improves your diagnostic ability, gets patients home, and it's been absolutely critical in COVID-19. I've been training up colleagues for years and years, run courses, got a free website which teaches you how to do it. It's so vital in our day-to-day work. I just want to say that in COVID it has helped us diagnose patients with the disease and realise the prognosis, as well as how to manage these patients. I want to say a massive good luck to everyone who's been shortlisted, and thank you again.
Thank you to the West Midlands Academic Health Sciences Network for this Meridian Innovation and Improvement Champion Award. Innovation with the need for continuous learning and improvement has always formed part of my intrinsic nature and my daily professional practice. In my role as an obstetrician, I'm privileged to work with the amazing multi-professional maternity teams, in my own unit at the Royal Wolverhampton NHS Trust, and also across the region and with the national patient safety teams. Maternity care is a uniquely dynamic environment. Time-sensitive decisions and interventions can change a family's life forever. We strive to improve safety for our women and their babies every day, and I aim to provide visible and energetic presence within our maternity teams to facilitate their innovation. Thank you for this award and for recognising my drive for safety and innovation within maternity care.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Jodie Winfield, Senior Matron for Adult Community and Primary Care Services, working at the Royal Wolverhampton NHS Trust. I'm absolutely humbled, thrilled and honoured to have been shortlisted for the Innovation and Improvement Champion Award here at the Meridian Awards this evening. I'd like to thank the people that nominated me, and the reason behind the nomination, I believe, is that throughout COVID, it's really afforded us the opportunity to work very differently out in the community setting, and we've really embraced the use of digital technology over the last year. When I was offered the opportunity to join our local digital innovation group, which is led by our CCG colleagues, I jumped at the opportunity to do that. And it's given us a chance to trial new technology, think differently about how we deliver services, particularly to patients in the community and in care settings. So I'm really pleased that I've had the chance to be involved and lead on several really exciting pieces of work in order to maintain quality, improve quality, but use digital technology in a way that we haven't before. So thank you once again for the nomination, and good luck to everybody this evening.
I am pleased to have won this award for Innovation and Improvement Champion. I couldn't have done this without the support of the project partner, Cassie, and also the leads in each of the Black Country and West Birmingham areas that helped me to prioritise and assist with the training in the care homes. Without this collaboration and teamwork, I have not been able to achieve the goals that were set out. It means so much for me to know that all the hard work has been recognised. So again, thank you for the award and thank you to the team. You know who you are.
Congratulations once again. We now, though, have a special message from Tony Davis, Director of Innovation and Economic Growth at WMAHSN.
Hello and welcome to the Meridian Celebration of Innovation Awards 2020. My name is Tony Davis and I'm the Director for Innovation and Economic Growth at the West Midlands Academic Health Science Network. WMAHSN has been running the Meridian Celebration of Innovation Awards since 2015, and the awards are designed to shine a light on those individuals and organisations who have in the past year continued to innovate and encourage positive change, helping to drive improvements in patient care and contributing greatly to this region's healthcare economy. All of this in spite of the considerable challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. So I hope you enjoy this new and exciting virtual event format for this year's awards, and I look forward to catching up with all of the organisations who have been shortlisted for these prestigious awards in the near future. Enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.
We're now on to our 7th award this evening, which is the MidTech Award for Best NHS Developed Innovation. MidTech is the NHS innovation hub for the West Midlands. This award aims to recognise the best new medical technology inventions and innovations designed to solve a problem or meet a need whilst having commercial potential. This could include medical devices, mobile apps, software, or other innovations. Now, entries must come from within the region's NHS organisations. So, the shortlisted entries for the MidTech Award for Best NHS Developed Innovations are University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust in collaboration with the University of Warwick Patient Connect. technology-based virtual visiting for hospital patients to reduce social isolation. University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust, in collaboration with University of Warwick, delivered a collaborative, novel digital service for facilitating social contact between in-hospital patients, their family and friends during the COVID-19 pandemic. The sustainable virtual visiting service, Patient Connect, safely improves patient well-being with minimal impact on staff workload. Patient Connect has expanded across multiple trusts across the West Midlands. University Hospitals Birmingham Heartlands, in collaboration with University of Birmingham. Fit for Surgery. Babu Naidu, consultant thoracic surgeon at Heartlands Hospital, and his team have helped develop the Fit for Surgery app. The app was developed to help patients receive rehabilitation before and after lung surgery. And this has allowed patients to access rehabilitation wherever they want without having to visit the hospital. The Volunteer Platform, Worcestershire Acute Hospitals NHS Trust Edition. The WAHT edition of the Volunteer Platform has been developed in partnership with Being Guided. The underlying volunteer platform has helped other NHS organisations gain additional workforce during the COVID-19 pandemic. Working together, they developed this into a clinical trial software. And the winner is the Volunteer Platform, Worcestershire Acute Hospitals NHS Trust Edition.
Congratulations to the team at Worcestershire Acute Hospitals NHS Trust and Being Guided for the Volunteer Platform, who have secured the MidTech Award for Best NHS Developed Medical Technology Innovation. The Volunteer Platform was initially developed to identify participants for the COVID-19 vaccine trials. However, it was evident that this could be used for all types of research. It has helped to reduce costs, simplified processes, and eliminated the use of spreadsheets and paper.
Well done to the Worcestershire Acute Hospitals NHS Trust for your work to improve access for volunteers to join the fight against coronavirus, and congratulations on your award. The judges would also like to award highly commended to University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire NHS Trust for Patient Connect, and feel that Fit for Surgery were deserving of the title One to Watch.
All of us at Patient Connect are delighted to have been nominated for this award. Patient Connect makes a huge difference every day to patients in hospital throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Students from Warwick Medical School and staff from UHCW championed the service and were instrumental in its development. Academics from the medical school and clinicians from UHCW made sure the project was sustainable and ethical, ensuring all patients across all wards had access to tablets donated from the UHCW charity. The Institute of Digital Health at Warwick University worked with the hospital's IT team to integrate Patient Connect throughout the trust. We owe credit of the service's rapid development and its sustainability to the hospital's infection prevention team, volunteer services team, and the hospital leadership team. We would like to thank all those involved in the development and continued delivery of the service, and a special thank you to the Academic Health Sciences Network for the recognition of our service, Patient Connect. Thank you.
Let me now introduce you to Dr. John Williams, Managing Director at Birmingham Health Partners and Director of Academic Science at WMAHSN.
My name is John Williams, and I'm proud to be a member of the Academic Health Science Network community. As a Director of the West Midlands AHSN, I have been able to observe the remarkable work that colleagues from across our region have carried out to deliver a remarkable response to the challenges that the COVID pandemic have brought to us all. The critical role that you have played, the critical contributions that you have made to hard-pressed colleagues across the NHS and related communities have been part of or have been part of a quite remarkable demonstration of the skills, the expertise, and the agility of our organizations to respond to the critical challenges and questions that have arisen. At the end of the day, we're all winners here because we have worked together as a community. We have responded as a community, and our communities have benefited from your efforts. Thank you for that.
So let's move on to our next award category, the Patient Safety and Improvement Award. This award aims to recognise those innovations that have demonstrated a strong safety culture and consistent reduction to avoidable harm. We are particularly looking for solutions that have a focus on care homes, deteriorating patients and transformation of maternity and neonates. This is the shortlist for this year's Patient Safety and Improvement Award. Birmingham Women's and Children's NHS Foundation Trust, embedding parent knowledge and ergonomic principles in a paediatric early warning system. Learning local lessons from serious incidents is vital. However, this trust has gone further by openly sharing how ways of working have changed following one such incident. A national project group has since adopted this change and made it national, meaning it will positively impact the care of every child in hospital in England. Warsaw Clinical Commissioning Group, a collaborative stakeholder approach to the development of a streamlined medication ordering process. In the midst of the pandemic, stakeholders worked collaboratively to agree a shared vision and a development of a streamlined medication ordering process. This has reduced the incidence of medicines safety-related concerns, facilitated better communications and improved relationships between all stakeholders and ongoing support to the care home. NHS Black Country and West Birmingham Clinical Commission Group. Freed Pathway, recognising frailty, end of life and deterioration within care home residents. The Freed Pathway is focused on improving early recognition of frailty, end-of-life planning, and response to the deteriorating persons utilising News 2, an effective escalation of clinical pathways. It ensures residents are on the right pathway at the right time. The aim of the pathway is to use the appropriate tools to ensure planning is in place to prevent inappropriate admissions into hospital. And the winner is, see, if I had an envelope, I'd be able to open it right now. Birmingham Women's and Children's NHS Foundation Trust for embedding parent knowledge and ergonomic principles in a paediatric early warning system. Wow, a huge mouthful, but hey, congratulations.
Hello, my name's Jodie Mazur and I'm the Head of Patient Safety at West Midlands Academic Health Science Network. And I just want to say a huge congratulations to Carl Ems and the team at Birmingham Women's and Children's Hospital for the work they've done in developing their paediatric early warning system. This year, within the safety category, we had a real high calibre of entry and there were lots of really good examples of great practice from across the region, across a number of different areas. However, the work that you did really stood out. We particularly liked the work that you'd done in terms of engaging families, incorporating their views in recognising deterioration of the children in their care. We're so impressed that the work that you've done has been picked up nationally and will now become the national tool for rollout across all organisations within England. A great piece of work and really good example. So congratulations, Carl and the team. And we look forward to continue working with you on that national rollout. Well done.
Now we actually move on, can you believe how quickly time flies, to our penultimate award of the evening, the Workforce Innovation Award. Now this category recognises and rewards those organisations who have considered the workforce issues and educational needs of all those involved in care delivery, including patients, carers and non-clinical staff, and developed and implemented strategies to support them. The shortlisted entries are HexiTime, the National Skill Exchange for Improving Health and Care Services. HexiTime is a national digital platform that enables users to exchange their skills and ideas to improve health and care services whilst developing professionally. Its unique time banking approach ensures that users are treated equally and reduces inequalities experienced by healthcare professionals. University Hospitals Birmingham Wellbeing Hubs. Wellbeing hubs are originally set up as a place for staff to get the rest and recovery that they need from busy acute areas of work and to find someone to talk to. Based on the tea and empathy model, staff were offered a hot drink or a bottle of water. It was thought actually that offering a hot drink actually makes people want to relax more and feel more inclined to talk about how they were feeling. Now, many members of staff are working without staff rooms facilities or a room large enough to socially distance, so the hub actually offers a relaxing place to take a break. The feedback has been fantastic, and so a decision has actually been made to make them permanent, a permanent offer for staff in the Trust. George Eliot Hospital NHS Trust Mentoring and Pastoral Service. This mentoring and pastoral service, MAPS for short, provides monthly one-to-one 30-minute near-peer mentoring meetings to foundation doctors with a clinical education fellow to support their well-being. It creates a safe space to reflect on their jobs and talk about any problems or help that they might need. The winner is HexiTime for their creation of a national skill exchange for improving health and care services.
Hi everybody, my name is John Lodge. I'm one of the co-founders here at HexiTime. What an honour it is to be recognised for a Workforce Innovation Award for our efforts. We're on a mission here at HexiTime to support our fantastic health and social care workforce, to tap into their skills, their talents, their ideas, and to share them, to be able to collaborate to improve our services. And it's just so nice to see more and more of you join in every year on the time bank revolution. So I'll just close by saying a massive thank you from the team, from myself, my co-founder Hisham, our admin support assistant Sam, our ambassador Myra, our two interns Will and Sierra, and our patient lead Chris. So thank you everybody, have a fantastic evening. That's really made our year. Bye.
Congratulations to the team at HexiTime. Going from being recognised as one to watch in last year's awards to winning is a great testament to your hard work and passion for improving care. Before we move on to our final category, let me pass you over to Dr. Darren Clark, CEO of Medilink Midlands, for a special message.
Hi, I'm Darren Clark, Chief Executive of Medilink Midlands. Medilink's role is to support the region's healthcare companies to establish, develop and grow. We work with the AHSN to ensure that the best innovations and opportunities from the region are given the support needed to make them a success, for both patient benefit and wealth creation, forming a virtuous circle for the region. Our region is a real powerhouse for health technology, but it's all too easy to overlook the achievements, and we really don't celebrate them enough. That's why I'm delighted that some of these great things are being celebrated today through the Meridian Awards. This year, more than ever, we are all in need of some good news, and all those shortlisted are helping change healthcare in the West Midlands and beyond for the better. We should all be very proud of how our region has responded to the COVID crisis, and Medilink has seen firsthand what can be achieved when organisations put their minds to it. No better way has this been demonstrated than through the PPE collective that we supported in partnership with the AHSN last year. This group of companies rallied to the Mayor's call to arms when local hospitals were running critically low on essential personal protective equipment. These companies had no previous experience of the medical sector, but they applied their strong technical and advanced manufacturing skills to addressing this local shortage. And by the summer, they were providing University Hospitals Birmingham with a much needed supply of high quality PPE products. In so doing, they safeguarded the jobs of their existing workforce and created over 200 additional roles in the West Midlands. Whilst things have been somewhat challenging for this regional collective recently, they still recognise the overall benefits of diversifying into this sector and are looking to grow this part of their business further through innovations and international markets. This is just one great example of what can be achieved when the region comes together, and Medilink will continue to work with the HSN to create many more. I wish all those shortlisted good luck, and please join me in celebrating them all.
Now this actually brings us to our 10th and final award of the evening, which is actually called the Meridian Award. I'd just like to pause a little there, because usually when I'm presenting this, and as you know I presented it last year, I tend to get a round of applause, so feel free. Very good. So usually the Meridian Award recognises those innovators or organisations who have gone above and beyond, or have truly embraced and nurtured an innovation adoption culture despite the difficulties being faced. This year, the judges felt that it was particularly important to ensure that the Meridian Award also recognised the West Midlands response to the COVID-19 pandemic, and to shine a light on the fantastic rapid innovation that has taken place despite the difficulties faced by organisations. Therefore, this year's Meridian Award is recognising those innovating during a pandemic. All submissions that supported the response to COVID-19 were considered for this award. So, without further ado, the winner of this year's Meridian Award is, drumroll, SNAP, Safe Nasendoscopy Assisted Procedure by Endoscope Eye.
What a huge surprise and honour this is. As an innovation firm, pandemics, whilst dreadful, certainly open the doors to innovation, and we immediately identified that there was a problem that health providers, specifically ENT surgeons, had in being able to safely examine patients, and thus the SNAP device was born. We've progressed it from concept to reality in about 7 months. It's now available for global sales. This couldn't have been done without our colleagues at Aston University, University Hospital Birmingham, University Hospital of the North Midlands, DTR Medical who sell it, and indeed Midtech. But most of all, my colleagues at Endoscope Eye, Simon, Mark and Ajith. Without this, none of this would have been possible. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
Congratulations, Endoscope Eye, and well done. A big thank you to all of those who have kept innovating and improving care during COVID-19. This, unfortunately, concludes the Meridian celebration of Innovation Awards for another year. We've seen and celebrated some truly remarkable organisations, teams and individuals who have continued to innovate despite the challenges that 2020 has brought us. So on behalf of the judges and anyone else involved in the awards, I'd just like to thank everyone for your submissions, efforts and support. It's been a wonderful award ceremony following a remarkable year. And I'm glad that we were just able to come together and celebrate some of the fantastic people, ideas and innovations that make healthcare in the West Midlands better. A huge thank you as well to the WMAHSN for inviting me to be a part of tonight's award ceremony. I've absolutely loved it. I've loved the fact as well that my vocabulary is increased, and to everyone that has also tuned in to celebrate with us. Please feel free to keep the celebrations going and enjoy your evening tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you next year. You take care.